I'm Kate Simmons, and this is the last session in a short series of videos about writing for corporate worship. And today we're looking at finishing songs. It's easy to have lots of ideas to start songs. It's a whole other thing to see those ideas make it all the way through to being finished songs. I speak from experience. So let's say you've arrived at the place where your song is shaping up well. Now is the time to look at your song with an objective eye, check a few things, and ask yourself some questions that you give really honest answers to. For example, is there anything that could be expressed more clearly? Do some of these lyrics sound a bit familiar? Could you dig a bit deeper? Are there songs already out there that are saying the same thing? Do all the verses scan the same way, or is there some phrasing in verse 2 that's completely different to verse 1 that you've got really used to, but someone hearing it for the first time will really not be expecting? Is the melody easy to learn, or is it so easy to learn that it's actually quite samey? Is it interesting? Are there points where the melody soars? Does it remind you of anything that's already out there? Does each part of the song do its job well? You may not have pre-chorus or bridge or, everything in every song, but if you have a bridge, do you need it? Is it adding anything? Think of the songs, Great Are You, Lord, and What a Beautiful Name. The bridges in those songs actually take those songs to a whole other place. So this is not meant to sound negative. I know it's a lot of questions, but it's just really helpful to be brutally honest, to take the time to fine-tooth comb the thing. Because Brandon Lake says the difference between good and great is 5%. So it's really worth taking the time. You may be interested to know that before any of their songs reach the congregation, City Alight have a peer review panel and also a self-review process, which basically asks, what's the one thing I'm trying to say, and am I actually saying it? When you've answered that question and done all your editing, I would encourage you to test that song on a few friends before going public. They don't need to be musicians. In fact, it's probably better if they're not, because they will be more representative of your congregation. If you attend a midweek group in your church, that would be ideal. Testing with friends will immediately show you if there's any notes that are too high, any parts of the phrasing that are a bit chewy, or any bits of the melody that people are struggling to pick up. It'll also show you which bits people really enjoy singing. A dear friend of ours who's a leader in the corporate world always says feedback is a gift. So recognize this as an important part of the writing process. The things you note in testing, like that's not working, this could be better, if you fix them, you will have a much stronger song, and you will learn so much from this process. So now you've finished your song and you're excited about it. There's one more thing I'd ask you to do. Play it to your pastor before introducing it in your church. You not only want to introduce it with your pastor's blessing, but they may have important feedback. You may have missed an ambiguity in the lyrics, for example. You should certainly have them check the lyrics and seek their seek of approval. And if you're not the worship team leader, I'd run it past them too. Give careful thought to how you introduce your song. You really want it to be well rehearsed, and make sure if there's other people singing with you that they are all very clear on the melody. It'll just be confusing for people if they're not. We've said it before, the journey of songwriting is a marathon, not a sprint, which just means that you have a mindset of long-term commitment to learning a craft. Acknowledge it's a process of growing in experience, and if you want to do it well and with care, it can be really hard work. Be real about that. And it might start with a flash of inspiration, which is then followed by a lot of perspiration. But it can also be the most fun you've ever had, and we wouldn't do it if it wasn't. But to hear people helped in their worship by something you've written, to see light bulbs going on, is an extraordinary privilege that's very humbling and certainly makes all that hard work very much worth it. Keep writing, keep worshipping, and may God bless you as you seek to serve your church in this way.